Hello everybody, this is Laura in Hawaii. I'm going to do a couple of postcards and put the back on now. I've done the embroidery, and if you do want to see more instructions, I do have a how-to on my Etsy shop, so have a look at that. It's one I did a while back, but it gives you an overview of how to do them in the embroidery and go about it. So here's the first one. Now I've roughly cut it around. I mounted it onto some muslin before I embroidered, and then I did some crazy quilting. Now I'm going to have to put the back on, and I printed off a couple of backs. I like the French ones, and I've got to make sure that this is facing up when I put it on. So the first thing I do is I put it on the back, and you'll probably notice that it's not quite level. It sort of hangs out here and there. So the first thing I do is I just sort of double check and make sure it's not going to jump over some beads or something, and try and get it to where I think it will look good. And then I take a glue stick, and or some glue would be fine too. I just take some glue stick. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, some glue stick, and I'm just going to put it on the back just to sort of place it and see what I need to trim. If I want to move it around, I can still move it because the glue stick, it's movable for a while. So I look at that and I think that's pretty good. I haven't gone over anything I don't want to go over. And so the first thing I'm going to do is sew around it with a straight stitch, just to pretty much adhere it, and I elongate the straight stitch a little bit, so it's like a 3.5. I'm just going to sew it. This is just to sew it in place, and then after that I'll sew it on permanently when I've trimmed it. And I do have on my how-tos way back, I think you'll find some other explanations of this. Probably an old video some years ago. Anyway, this is the same thing. So I always do some beading, or I try to do some beading in keeping with the theme. Okay, so that's it onto the back. Now it does need trimming. This one, as I said, I crazy quilt, and I sort of have a pattern. I usually put a picture, I put a word, I put some lace, and then I do some embroidery, and that's kind of my pattern for these. Okay, let me trim off. Making sure that I'm not damaging something. Well, see, that looks pretty good. I think I need to trim some down here, that side, and this side. And then a little bit off the bottom. Okay, so now on the right side I have a heavier thread in the top of my machine, and I'm going to put it on zigzag. It's not a real heavy, but it's kind of a quilting thread that gives it a nice finish. So now I am going to put I've put the width at 3.5, which is a little bit wider, and then I'm going to put the width of the actual stitches at 1.5. So it's 1.5 and 3.5. Of course, you just go ahead and do what you want if you're going to do these. Sometimes I use gold thread around them, but if it's really quite ornate, which it is, I don't want to distract from it. And I must say, gold thread can be a little tricky. I was going to say sticky. A little tricky, it can break, and you have to generally use a metallic needle. Almost there. And these postcards can be mailed, by the way. You can put them in the mail, hand cancel them. They're nice as gift tags, package decor, all sorts of things. Okay, so that's done. And that's the back of it. So, perfect. So that's one. And I don't know whether you want to see the other one, but here's another one. This one's different colorations. I always do the same thing though, as I said, beads, a word, an image, and some crazy quilting, stitchery. So this one, oops, daisy.